From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the daily news for April 15th, 2026, and these are the stories we are covering at this hour. A super typhoon steadily battered a pair of remote U.S. islands in the Pacific Ocean with ferocious winds and relentless rains, shredding tin roofs and forcing residents to take cover from flying tree limbs. Super Typhoon Sinlaku pounded the northern Mariana Islands for hours before daybreak Wednesday, slowing just to inflict more damage across the islands of Tinian and Saipan, home to nearly 50,000 people. In other news, the Maine Legislature has passed a bill that would temporarily prevent large data centers from being established in the state. The bill is now on Democrat Maine Governor Janet Mills's desk. It's not clear whether or not she will sign it into law. However, if she does, it would become the first ban of its kind in the United States. Lawmakers in other states are also expressing concerns about the substantial electricity and water consumption required by such data centers. We also have this news from Washington. The Justice Department on Tuesday asked a federal appeals court to throw out the seditious conspiracy convictions of Proud Boys and Oath Keepers leaders who were sentenced to prison terms for leading members of the far-right extremist groups in attacking the U.S. Capitol to keep President Donald Trump in office over 5 years ago. Trump commuted the prison sentences of several Proud Boys and Oath Keepers leaders last January in a sweeping act of clemency for all 1,500-plus defendants charged in the January 6, 2021 attack. And we leave you today with this rather unusual news about President Trump. Brace yourselves for one of the most nonsensical medical takes you'll ever encounter. President Donald Trump reportedly thinks soda is good for him because it kills grass, and therefore it must also kill cancer cells. The wild revelation comes via Dr. Mehmet Oz, Trump administrators for Medicare and Medicaid, who shared the anecdote on Donald Trump Jr.'s podcast on Tuesday. Your dad argues that diet soda is good for him because it kills grass if you pour it on grass, and so therefore it must kill cancer cells inside the body. Oz told Trump Jr. in disbelief, to which Trump Jr. just laughed and shrugged knowingly. I'm not even going to argue this right now, Oz continued. He then shared an anecdote of walking in on Trump drinking an orange Fanta on Air Force One, where he again repeated the theory. He's got a Fanta on the desk, and I say, "Are you kidding me?" So he starts to sheepishly grin. He goes, "You know, this stuff's good for me. It kills cancer cells." That's News Blast for the daily news for this hour. We'll have news blasts throughout the day and have plenty more news reports on the PEP Radio YouTube channel. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.